Okay, back at Plenty Gorge. Alright, so the roller coaster, what happened, you like to know. So I did the 12k version, which is very hilly, that's why it's called roller coaster. So just there's no flats at all, just up and down, up and down. That's not my course, I'm downhill. Uphill not so much. But I did train a lot for it. Actually went better than I expected, to be honest. So how does it start? So that's 6 o'clock it starts. So I did 12k, starts 6 o'clock at night. You have to carry a torch. So there was minimal mandatory gear, just a water bottle, torch, and a phone for GPS, just in case you get lost. But you really can't get lost because it's all fire trail. I can't see how anybody could get lost there. Like, comparing to these sort of tracks, if you have a look behind, this is the sort of tracks I run on, a fire trail. So it was a good run. I liked it. I'll probably do it again next year, but I don't know, it's not my course. In my age group I ended up coming second, so that was alright. Big surprise. Hi mate. So what's the course like? So you start off and it pretty much starts off pretty much straight up, but it's a gentle uphill climb. It's not brutal at the start for the first, I think, 2k's. Well, I'm estimating about 2k's. I think it's pretty gentle going up, and then you go turn around and bang, hit a brick wall. It's pretty much, I think the average grade was 35%. There's people that can barely walk it. I was surprised they actually walked the whole thing non-stop. Forget about running. There's no way in the world you would dream about running or running it. Well, not me anyway. I don't think even the winner of the race, he would have been able to run it. It was just like going straight up a brick wall, like virtually straight up. You know, there was steeper sections at 35%, and there was shallower sections, but I think it was about, I'll verify it, pretty much over 1 kilometre long, maybe nearly 2k's. And anyway, I'll verify them. I'll put them up on the screen once I find out exactly sure what the actual numbers were. So when you get to the top, you're about 4.5 kilometres, and you still got the rest, 8k's to go. But then you got over 20% descent. Very fire road again, and it was really dry and gravelly, so slippery. People were flying, sliding down all over the. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's funny when someone falls and they don't get hurt. Well, when they get hurt, that's not funny anymore. People sliding around everywhere. It's just, those downhills are just technique. If you don't use the right technique, you're looking for trouble. So anyway, I kind of worked my way down that hill pretty quick. I overtook so many people going down that hill. I'm a downhill runner, so that was my forte. Yeah, so the trail was something like that, like nice wide trails like that. That's what we call fire road. And here, see this track here, that's called a single track. Obviously you probably know that, but just beginners, people that don't normally do this sort of stuff, wouldn't know. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so I'm coming down that descent, was average grade was 20%. I'll put it up. So that downhill, that was 5k's of average grade 20%. I loved it. I could feel my quads shaking. They were literally shaking as I'm descending. So I kept changing my gait a little bit, you know, just alter your style, faster feet, take shorter steps, extend it, just move around a bit, so you're using different muscle groups. And that worked out fine. Down the bottom of the hill there's a little aid station, but I didn't stop at that because it was about 6k's. I had 6k's to go. I still had plenty of water. I took a gel up the top, and well, really you don't need any nutrition for a 12k run, you should have enough glucose in your body to last an hour and a half. So by having a gel at the top of the hill, that would give me another 20 minutes when that kicked in. So I did an hour 45. I knew I'd do it under 2 hours. So I figured, yeah, my plan worked out perfectly. You know, sometimes you do a race and it doesn't work out how you planned, but I know I executed it really well. So I was happy with that run and getting second. And that was pretty good too, because I didn't feel I'd get a podium. It's not my type of course. You know, coming at the bottom of the hill, where are we going? So we got to take that single track here. So down the bottom of the hill, the 6k's to go. Now it's all uphill, but not brutal uphill, but it's all runnable if you've got energy. And I was sticking to my walk 20 steps on one leg, so I just count 20 steps on one leg and then jog 20 steps on one leg, or 30 steps actually I was doing. Okay, got over that little hill that was giving me trouble trying to get down. It was a bit tricky, had to concentrate. Yeah, so I had runnable hills. I'll walk here. But so I was doing 20 steps, 20 step walk, 20 step jog, and I was actually going quite good, but I could feel getting tired. So then I went to 30 steps walk and 30 step jog, and that went well for a few k's. I remember now it's all uphill to the very last kilometre, which then it's downhill. I can hear people talking, and I've seen these people, and they were just walking, chit-chatting along and catching me. I said, oh, it's all mental, you know. So I decided I just started walking and not jogging anymore. And when they caught up with me, they just left me. And one of them was, I'm pretty sure one of them was in my age group. Can't tell, but he looked old. As long as you're over 60 age group. Had grey hair. He's an old bloke. Who knows? I think he was one. He overtook me, him and his mate. So I thought I was down now because I had another 2 old guys, but one of them must have been younger than 60. It's hard to judge people's ages. Beautiful day today. Yeah, so I could have continued doing my jog walking and stayed with them. Only been back a little bit, because I'm sure I would have caught them on the downhill, but I didn't. And then when they got on the top of the hill, they just disappeared, because by the time I got to the top, they were a big gap. Never seen them again. So he ended up beating me by 5 minutes. And I know that's where I lost it mentally. I should have, because I was thinking about it and I wasn't tired. Like, my legs, when you're going up hills, your legs get really sore, like you can't even take another step, they're so sore. But I didn't have that feeling. I just was tired, but I could still jog walk, and I should have just stuck to that plan, but mentally I just sort of quit. Don't know why. It's hard to say, like you just got to concentrate. You're like, that's all part of racing. Basically what I'm getting at is, you train for an event, you're fit, you could do that event. So when you're racing, it's not fitness, there was a fox just then, it's mental. Racing is mental. It's 90% mental, 10% fitness. Oh, big fox. See that fox, look. Oh, you can't see him. He just tucked in behind those bushes over there. Okay, the fox went through here somewhere. Oh, I'm never going to find a fox, but yeah, so he's gone behind these in here, but he could be anywhere now. He's not going to be standing there waiting for me. Look at me, look at me. But there might be a den around here. Oh, can't see anything. So he's gone in here somewhere. So we're going to take this little track. These are the sort of tracks I like. Yeah, so as I was saying, got rudely interrupted by the fox. So you train, you get your fitness up. Now obviously if the other person's a lot fitter than you, he's going to beat you. But what I'm getting at is, I was fit. I wasn't feeling, I know I could have pushed myself. If I'd have just pushed myself harder, I could have stayed with him, because I wasn't fatigued. I still had plenty of energy left at the end. So that was a bit of a negative. But I put that down to mental issue for that one. They were gone, and I just continue on my own as I was doing. And then this other guy catches me, and I know he's definitely in my age group, another old guy, and he walks past. I said, that's it, I'm not going to let you get away. So I just pushed myself. That's when I started pushing myself, you know, because I didn't want to get further back. I thought mentally, oh, probably in third place now, and this guy's going to knock me off the podium. But I could have been down. But I don't know, there was a lot of young people around me. Usually when there's a lot of young people around you, it means that you're doing well. As you start to drop back in the field, the people get older for some strange reason. I don't know why. But that's what happens. Anyway, I wasn't gonna let this guy get away from me, so I stayed with him as much as I could. And then near the top of the hill, I actually overtook him again. We're just walking, power hiking, you know, just walking brisk pace. So he was pretty much screwed. But I knew I can get him on that last downhill, because he didn't have, because I overtook him on the downhill before, coming down that big downhill. So I knew I'm going to get him on the last downhill. So anyway, I was talking to him for a little bit, and then as soon as we got over the hill, I just said, okay, I'm going to push on. And then I just pushed on hard. And I actually caught those two girls that overtook me as well. They were halfway down that hill. But I'm good at going down for some reason. I don't know, maybe stupidity, I don't know. I don't care, I just go for it. You got to have courage, so I just go for it. And that was it. Across the line, 1 hour 45 minutes, exact time that I actually predicted. So you know, can't be complaining. I didn't think I'd get a podium. I got a podium. Not that you get anything for it, you don't even get to stand on the podium and get a pat on the back or anything. So I was disappointed there. All that effort, you know, a lot of racers don't recognise the age group, the actual people that actually pay for the event. They only recognise the winners, first, second and third. The most likely some of them even get in for free or get paid to enter the race. It's weird. But anyway, yep, that was the roller coaster. Till next time, keep pushing on.